Hello, hi guys, how are you? Hope you all are good. You all are watching the videos and getting benefits from these videos, and hope you all are revising also repeatedly so that you can solve the questions of physics. And obviously the intention of these videos is to make you comfortable for solving physics complex problems. Nowadays NEET physics questions level have increased, so you will have to be very much comfortable and confident on maths basic mathematics especially. That's why in these videos I'm discussing the basic mathematics. First basic mathematics I will finish, then I'll move forward. So let's have a recap for you for the last video. That common identities we discussed in last video, the common identities: a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a square minus b square. These three common identities are important, sir. No need to mag up or get by heart other formulas. These are important. Quadratic equation we discussed, the roots of quadratic equation, how to get it, and what are the summation and product of quadratic equations, roots of the quadratic equation. And then we discussed binomial theorem. In binomial theorem we discussed a plus b whole to the power n is nc0, and all we already have discussed. And once go through each and everything and you will get, and if there is anything that you are not understanding, please comment in the comment box so that I will get back to you very soon. And next thing is I discussed approximation, binomial approximation. This formula is very much important, so for your physics uh, problems. See, whenever you will find 1 plus x to the power n form, you can write 1 plus nx only when if n is x is very less than 1, sir. If you are finding this situation, you can apply this 1 plus nx, right? And here one question also we discussed, and then we discussed AP GP progressions, geometric progression and arithmetic progression. And then we discussed logarithm, and then log formulas, log values, everything we discussed in the last video. Now today in today's video I am going to discuss about first mensuration. So let's give the heading, please. Mensuration. If I am talking about mensuration, see, mensuration means I am including here geometry also. So if I am talking about 2D geometries, if I am talking about 2D geometry, you might have let's talk about triangle first. I am talking about a triangle, any triangle you can take. Let's say this triangle. Sir, if I am talking about general triangle or scalene triangle, you can say. So let's say this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is H, height of this triangle. So if I am talking about perimeter of this triangle, what will be the perimeter, sir? Perimeter is what, sir? A plus B plus C. What is semi perimeter, sir? Semi perimeter, I am denoting with S, that is A plus B plus C by 2. Next is, if I am talking about the area of this triangle, area of this triangle can be calculated in two ways, because here H is also given and A, B, C, all side values are also given. So area, so one common method is area is equal to, area of a triangle is equal to area of a triangle that is equal to half into, for any triangle this is valid, half into base into height of the triangle. This is the formula you should keep in mind. And the other formula is, sir, here Heron's formula also can be applied. What is that Heron's formula, sir? Sir, this area can be written as area of scalene triangle. Sir, area of scalene triangle is what, sir? You can write S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C, sir. This is the formula for area of scalene triangle, you should keep in mind. Next is, if I am talking about circle, sir. Triangle done. First geometry is triangle I discussed, right? Second, sir, in triangle also different types of triangles are there. Let me discuss those triangle also. If you are finding a if there is isosceles triangle like this, sir, or equilateral triangle, let's talk about first. Sir, if you have equilateral triangle, all sides are equal, then what is the area formula, sir? Sir, for general area, triangle area, you can go with this half into two adjacent side, cross product of two adjacent side, sir, A into A, and the angle, sine of the angle between these two sides. So, what is the angle here, sir? Here 60 degree. So, you can go with sine 60. This is the general formula, sir. Side into sine of the angle between the adjacent sides angle. So, what is this? A square into what? Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Sir, half of this. Sir, half of this. Half of side into sine theta, right? So, it is going to be half here. So, final expression is root 3 by 4 A square is the area of equilateral triangle, right? Similarly, if different types of triangles are there, you can go with this area. Actually, this method is applicable for all type of triangle. Whenever you have a triangle of any shape, if you know the area of, let's say, A and B, this is the angle between them is, let's say, it is theta. So, what will be the area of this, sir? Sir, area of this triangle will be A half of AB sine theta, sir. This is a general formula for area. Very important expression. This I am deriving from cross product of two vectors. I will let you know when I will discuss the cross product of two vectors. From there I am deriving this formula, right? Next is right angle triangle. If I am talking in right angle triangle, what is important? Let me discuss, sir. Whenever you are finding right angle triangle, this side I am saying base, this side I am saying perpendicular, and this side I am saying hypotenuse. In trigonometry already we discussed, but the part is what I am going to discuss here is, this is angle theta. So, here I am going to discuss about Pythagoras theorem. You might have studied this Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem, sir? Let me discuss this. Pythagoras states that the hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. This is the expression you should keep in mind. If you want perpendicular, then you will write hypotenuse square minus base square. Similarly, if you want base, you can write root over hypotenuse square minus perpendicular square. Sir, you can use any unknown parameter. You can use known parameter to calculate the unknown parameter of the triangle, right? This is what called Pythagoras theorem, right? Now, next thing you should keep in mind is, whenever you have a triangle, again I am talking about identities, actually identities of triangles. What are these identities of triangle? One is law of sines, laws of sines. What are the laws of sines, sir? Let me discuss, sir. Sir, if I am talking about laws of sines, if you have a triangle like this, let's say this is a triangle, one side is A, the other side is B, third side is C. The angle opposite of side A is capital A, I am saying. The angle opposite of side B is capital B, I am saying. The angle opposite of side C is, I am saying, capital C. It's capital C, right? Now, sir, if I am talking about this triangle, can we write like sine rules like this? Sir, what is this sine rule? Sir, sine rule states that side divided by sine of the angle opposite to this side is equal to another side divided by sine of the angle opposite to this side. and is equal to side of C divided by sine of the angle opposite to this side. This ratio is constant and this is called rules of, laws of sines, right. Similarly, we can understand laws of cosines, sir. So, how to get laws of cosines, how to understand, sir? Let me explain. Sir, you can go through this here. A, B, C, small a, small b, small c is nothing sides of the triangle. Capital A, capital B and capital C are the angles corresponding to these sides. Now, sir, if I am talking laws of cosines, so in laws of cosines you should keep in mind, if you have the same triangle A, B, C, sir, in this what is this rule, sir? Rule says that if you want cos of angle A, it will be equal to B square plus C square minus 2 BC by A square, sir. This is the expression you should keep in mind, sir, right. Second is wait a second, wait, here a mistake I am doing. B square plus C square minus A square upon 2 BC, sir. This is the expression you should remember, sir. Next is cos B. Cos B is equal to A square plus C square minus B square upon 2 AC. Similarly, cos C. Cos C will be equal to what, sir? A square plus B square minus A C square minus C square upon 2AB. These three formulas are called laws of cosines, sir, right. These are repeatedly used formulas, so you should remember these. And one more thing I am going to discuss when I will discuss with you the condition of equilibrium. At that time I will let you know Lami's theorem. Lami's theorem is going to be very much helpful to solve the questions involving condition of equilibrium. If a structure is at rest, then I will let you know at that time what is Lami's theorem. If the net force acting on the system is 0, if there are 3 forces and these 3 forces are concurrent, then you can take the ratio of the force and the angle opposite to the force, sine of the angle opposite to the force is going to be constant, and similarly same as that of sine rule I am going to apply there, and sine rule will also be valid there. So, I will let you know at that time, but here sine rule is important if I am because I am discussing geometry, so you should know these laws of sine and laws of cosines, right. Next thing I am going to discuss is formulas of geometry, mensuration, what I started. So, let us finish that for mensuration formulas. So, what are the mensuration formulas? Already we discussed triangle, sir. Now, let us discuss circle. Sir, if I am talking about circle, the geometry circle is the you can say it is the locus of a particle which is equidistant from center, sir, from a particular point that is fixed. This is just a definition, you do not need to go with the definition, you understand what is circle. This is this type of geometry is called circle, which is whose periphery is at the same distance from all direction, right, at any point of time. Now, understand this is called radius of this circle, right. If r is the radius of the circle, so what is the perimeter of this circle, or you can say circumference. For especially for circle we use, instead of perimeter we will use circumference. So, what is circumference? Circumference of the circle. What is this, sir? So, circumference is equal to 2 pi r, or you can write here pi into d, sir, if d is the diameter, pi into d. Sir, what is d, sir? D is equal to 2r, means diameter. Fine, sir. Next is, what is diameter, sir? Let me discuss. This is diameter, sir, means d is equal to 2r, sir. Sir, if I am talking about this line, this is called chord. The chord which is passing through center is called diameter, right? And in circle you should understand few more things, sir. Sir, this length, if I am talking about this length is called arc. This length is called arc length, right? If I am talking about this area is called sector of a circle, right? You should write these important terminologies. You should, I know you already gone through most of you know these what I'm discussing, but these are important terminologies you should keep in mind. Let me write these because so that you can keep in mind. This is what, sir? This is arc, and this area is called what, sir? Sector, है you should keep in mind. Now fine, sir. Sir, circumference of the circle is 2 pi r or pi d. If I am talking about area of the circle, sir, what about area of the circle? Sir, area of the circle is pi r square, or this you can write pi d square by 4, because r is d by 2, sir. Second, sir, you understood up to here in circle? Fine. Sir, what is the equation of circle, sir? Sir, standard equation of circle I am writing. Equation of circle. Sir, equation of circle is x square plus y square is equal to r square, sir. X square plus y square is equal to r square. R is the small r is here. I wrote small r. You can write capital R also, not an issue. Capital R square is the equation of circle, sir. These few things about circle you should understand and you should remember, sir, as well. Now next thing is, if I am talking about, wait a second, yeah, next is after circle let's talk about straight line, sir. Sir, okay, straight line we will discuss later. Let's talk about the other things also, because circle anyway I am going to discuss the nature of the curves, right? Sir, circle done. Let's talk about cone. Sir, if I am talking about geometry, cone is again 3D. So in 2D most of the things we finished, or wait a second, let me finish 2D things itself. Rectangle, sir. Sir, rectangle, if I am talking about rectangle, the shape is the geometry in which opposite sides are equal and they are making perpendicular angle adjacent to each sides. Means all angles are 90 degree to each other and two opposite sides are equal in magnitude or equal in length, sir. This is called rectangle. Sir, if I am saying rectangles, length is L and breadth is B or width is B. Then what about the perimeter of this rectangle, sir? So if I am talking about the perimeter of this rectangle, perimeter is going to be 2 into A plus B. Area, what about the area of this rectangle? Area is going to be length into breadth, right? Similarly, if I am talking about square, sir, square, what about square are you saying? Sir, square is looking like this shape, means all sides are equal in magnitude and angle between them is 90 degree, means it's a rectangle, sir. Square is a special rectangle in which all sides are equal, sir. Got it? So can we say if all sides are equal, I am saying all sides are A. So can we say perimeter is what, sir? Sir, perimeter will be equal to 4A and area will be equal to what, sir? Area will be equal to side into side is side square, sir. Got it? Next, square you understood. If I am talking about another geometry is trapezium, sir, right? Or let's talk about parallelogram also. You can remember parallelogram. If I am understanding parallelogram, sir. What is parallelogram? Understand, sir. A geometry in which opposite sides are equal in magnitude, but angles may not be 90° to each other. Sir, opposite angles are equal, sir. Here opposite angles are equal, sir, right? Opposite angles are equal and opposite sides are equal. Now understand what is the perimeter and what I am trying to make you understand is, sir, if h is the height and b is the base of this rectangle, then you can calculate the area of this rectangle, sir. Obviously length and breadth, if you know, so you can perimeter is twice of length into breadth, twice of length plus breadth you can go, but my intention is to calculate area first. Area of parallelogram. If h is the height and b is the base of this rectangle parallelogram, then you can calculate its length into breadth of this. This is the area of this parallelogram, L cross B, right? L cross B. Sir, actually this is L B sin theta, sir. I will let you know over the time what is this. If you L is the length, L B sin theta. Theta is the angle between length and breadth, right? Sir, if I want another formula of parallelogram, you can write base into height, sir. Height means perpendicular on the base, base into perpendicular on the base. This height, what we say height, this is area. Now if I am talking about the perimeter, perimeter is nothing, it's 2 into L plus B again, just like rectangle, sir, because opposite sides are equal in length, sir. You should keep in mind. Next is my next geometry is trapezium. Trapezium, sir. What is trapezium, sir? Which type of shape is trapezium? So let me discuss this. Sir, this type of shape is called trapezium, sir. Sir, one shape may be this type, or you might have seen another shape is like this. This is trapezium. You might have seen this type of shape also, trapezium. You might have seen this type of shape also, trapezium. All shapes are trapezium, sir. Sir, if I am talking about any shape, if I am taking any shape, let's say this is height and this is side A and this is side B and this is side C, let's say any side, just I am talking about trapezium's area. So area of this trapezium, area of the trapezium is nothing actually. In language I am writing first, sir. This the formula is half into sum of parallel side, sum of parallel sides into height, sir. Height or perpendicular distance between the parallel sides, you can say. Sir, how you will write in symbols, sir? Here it is written half into sum of parallel. A and B are parallel, so I will write A plus B, and height is perpendicular distance between these two parallel sides is h here, so I am writing h here. Or here if you will talk about in this triangle, this is h, in this triangle this is h and this is B, and in this triangle this is h and this is B. In this triangle this is h and this is B, sir, right? Understood? Hope this is clear to everyone. Very good, sir. You understood, sir. Got it? Sum of parallel sides, sir. This is A, then this is A, this is A. Got it? Now you understood, sir. Very good. Now, sir, if you understood trapezium's area, now coming to rhombus. Sir, what is rhombus? Let me discuss. These important geometry you should go through once for your calculation in physics, right? So, what is rhombus, sir? Rhombus is nothing, it is a parallelogram of equal sides, sir. Parallelogram of equal sides. Here sides are equal, right? So, here one thing you should keep in mind, if I will draw the diagonals, they will be crossing at 90 degrees, sir. This is the beauty of rhombus. Sir, rhombus area, special area, if I am talking about especially rhombus, area of rhombus can be calculated just like half into d1 is the one diameter, d2 is the another diameter. So, half into d1 into d2 you can apply, sir, for the calculation of area of rhombus. This is the beauty of rhombus, sir, right? You should keep it. And another, sir, can we apply the base into height formula? Yes, you can apply. One side if you know and the height or the perpendicular distance between these two sides, if you know, you can apply that. But the if height is not mentioned, diagonals are mentioned, then you can go with this formula in the form of diagonals, right? So, you should keep this in mind. Next is, if I am talking about the another geometry is if I am talking about 2D almost geometry is done. Let us talk about 3Ds. 3D geometry is already circle 2D done. Now come to 3D geometry is, let us start with cylinder, sir. Cylinder, 3D geometry. Sir, cylinder is a shape like this, sir. This type of shape is called cylinder. Means in cylinder, base and top both have radius same. Let us say these are of radius r, right? And if h is the height of this cylinder, then you can calculate three areas here. First is lateral surface area. I am writing here lateral surface area, means curved surface area I am talking about. So, what is the curved surface area? This is also known as curved surface area. Lateral surface area is nothing, it is, sir, it is 2 pi r into h. Got it? Or you can write L also, right? 2 pi r into h is the lateral surface area. Sir, if I want total surface area, sir, what about total surface area? Sir, total surface area will be 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square, means I added the area of the base and top, right? You can take common here, some few things are going to be common. So, 2 pi r is common. So, you can write 2 pi r h plus r. This is the total surface area formula, right? If I am talking about volume, sir, whenever I am writing V and I am crossing the stomach of V, it will be used only for volume. So, V volume of this cylinder is nothing, it is equal to pi r square into h. Got it? Pi r square into h is the volume of this cylinder, sir, right? Next is for cylinder done. Now, coming to another geometry is cone, sir. If I am talking about cone, sir, so understand how cone appears like, sir. Sir, this is cone, sir. Cone is a tapered geometry, right? Having vertex. So, this type of geometry is called cone. Sir, if I am talking about cone is just like ice cream, right? Now, understand, let us say this is the height of cone and this is the lateral, or you can say slant height, L is the slant height and h is the height, right? Fine, sir. And r is the radius. What is this, sir? Radius is r. Now, if I want curved surface area, you can say lateral surface area also. Lateral surface area, that is also known as curved surface area. What is the curved surface area, sir? If I am talking about curved surface area, it is going to be 2 pi pi r L, sir, pi r L, right. This is the lateral surface area. Now I am coming to total surface area. What is total surface area, sir? Total surface area is going to be here pi r L plus area of base, that is pi r square, right. These are the areas. Now if I am talking about volume of this cone, then it is going to be what, sir? 1 by 3 pi r square h, sir, right. You understood what is L? And can you calculate the relation between r, L and h? Sir, L will be equal to root over r square plus h square, sir. This relation also you should keep in mind, sir, while you are discussing cones, sir. Wait a second, let me drink water, then I will start. Now, very good, sir. Now, can we proceed further? Yes. So, now, sir, if I am talking about cone done, if I am talking about another geometry is sphere. Sir, let us talk about complete sphere first, right. Sphere. So, if I am talking about a sphere will look like, it is a 3D geometry, sir, just like ball, your football or tennis ball, whatever ball, it is like looking like this, right. If r is the radius of this sphere, this is a sphere. Sir, if r is the radius of this sphere, what is the curved surface area of this sphere? That is equal to 4 pi r square, means entire surface area is curved surface area. You can say total surface area also. See, curved surface area and total surface area for the sphere is going to be same. Sir, if I am talking about volume of the sphere, that is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is the volume of the sphere, right. If I am talking about hemisphere, sir, hemisphere or half of the sphere. Sir, what is this? Sir, this is hemisphere, sir. This is hemisphere. So, hemisphere do also have radius r, let us say, and this is radius r. Now, if radius is r, it will also have two things. One is curved surface area, that is 2 pi r square. Total surface area, that is 2 pi r square plus pi r square is the base area, that is 3 pi r square. Third thing is volume of the hemisphere, that is half of the total volume, that is 4 by 3 by 2 is 2 by 3. So, 2 by 3 pi r cube, right. These are the formula which you should remember, sir, because without these formulas you won't be able to comfortable for solving the questions of physics. Nowadays physics questions are becoming difficult because of the maths involved there, right. So, now next geometry I am going to discuss hemisphere done. Sir, if these geometries are, you are very confident on these geometries whatever I discussed, then definitely no one can stop you to solve the questions. Now, next is almost all the mensuration formulas done. Now, coming to nature of curves, sir, right. So, let us talk about nature of the curves. Okay, let us do one thing because video is going extending more. So, let us end this video here, and in next video I am going to take nature of the curves and differentiation, integration, and let us finish in 2 or 3 videos all the basic mathematics, and then after I will start the next chapter, maybe next chapter unit and measurement. You please just comment in the comment section what chapter you want first. I will finish that chapter first, then I will proceed for the other chapter. So, based on your request and based on your queries I will proceed. Yeah, and one more thing, never don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel, and obviously I'm going to update NEET and JEE informations as well as NEET and JEE content over the time. And thank you so much. Have a nice